Today was supposed to be her day. Her life with James was supposed to start here, surrounded by love, laughter, and joy. Inside, James adjusted his cufflinks for what felt like the 100th time, his chest tightening with every passing second. He glanced at his best man, forcing a laugh he did not feel. "Everything looks perfect, right?" he asked, voice brittle. "You look nervous, brother." "But Emily, she's stunning," the best man replied, a knowing smile tugging at his lips. Then Claire approached, her steps quiet but deliberate, her presence like a shadow James could not ignore. She stopped just a few feet away, her gaze steady and unwavering. "James, I can't let you marry her," she whispered, voice soft but laden with meaning. James froze, his mind racing. "Claire, not now," he whispered, his voice trembling. Emily's eyes darted between the two of them, noticing the sudden tension. "James, is everything all right?" she asked, her voice trembling, the soft panic rising in her chest. James swallowed hard, feeling the weight of the room press down on him. "Emily, I don't know how to say this," he began, voice faltering, betraying the storm within. The words that should have sealed their union instead opened a chasm too wide to cross. Time seemed to slow. The music paused, the church murmurs softened, and the world outside faded into insignificance. Emily felt her world crumble beneath her. "What? Why?" she asked, disbelief and heartbreak written across every line of her face. Her hands gripped the fabric of her gown, and her knees threatened to give way. I can't marry today," James said, raising his hands as if to shield them both from the inevitable pain. Gasps rippled through the guests. Some murmured, some whispered, others stared in stunned silence. Emily's carefully constructed dreams shattered in an instant. The flowers, the music, the chairs, nothing mattered anymore. Her dress, her plans, her future, everything collapsed at once. Tears streamed down her face as she stepped back, her mother grasping her arm and guiding her away, her sobs echoing softly in the high-ceilinged church. Claire remained silent, guilt and desire warring within her. She knew that her presence, her confession, and her hidden feelings had changed everything. She had wanted James for herself, but the cost was unbearable to witness. James stood alone at the altar, staring at the empty aisle, feeling the crushing weight of regret. His chest ached with the realization that lives had been altered forever. He had tried to do what he thought was right, and yet, everything lay in ruin. Outside, Lagos continued. Cars honked, street vendors shouted, and life carried on, indifferent to the heartbreak inside the church. Some hearts freeze in that moment, some moments linger forever. For James, Emily, and Claire, time seemed suspended. Love, betrayal, secrets, and choices collided in a single instant. A single church. A single decision. What should have been the happiest day of their lives had instead become a day that would haunt them forever. Emily clutched her mother's hand, stepping onto the church steps, her sobs turning into silent tears. She felt the eyes of guests on her, but nothing could pierce the fog of grief surrounding her. Every step away from the altar was a step away from a dream she had once believed in so fiercely. James remained in the church, watching her disappear. Claire stood behind him, her chest tight, her own eyes glistening. The secret that had motivated her was now a burden she could scarcely bear. She had wanted to be the hero of her own story, yet she had become the villain in someone else's. And as the city moved on outside, lights flashing, cars honking, and people laughing, the three of them knew that the world they had lived in together had forever changed. The wedding that never happened was not just a missed celebration. It was a memory of broken dreams, unspoken words, and the painful truth that even the strongest love can be undone by hesitation, secrets, and the human heart's unpredictability. And in that church, in that moment, they learned that sometimes, love and loyalty do not go hand in hand, and some days are destined never to be forgotten.